Please welcome to the channel Life's Wisdom Unleashed. In today's video, we're going to see the top 10 lessons from the book Never Split the Difference, Negotiating as if Your Life Depends on It by VOSS. Number 1. The New Rules. Negotiation begins with the universally applicable premise that people want to be understood and accepted. Listening is the cheapest yet most effective concession we can make to get there. By listening intensely, you demonstrate empathy and show a sincere desire to better understand what the other side is experiencing. Number 2. Be a mirror. Mirrors work magic. Repeat the last 3 words of what someone has just said. We fear what's different and are drawn to what's similar. Mirroring is the art of insinuating similarity which facilitates bonding. Use mirrors to encourage the other side to empathize and bond with you. Keep people talking. Buy your side time to regroup and encourage your counterparts to reveal their strategy. By repeating back what people say, your counterpart will inevitably elaborate on what was just said and sustain the process of connecting. Number 3. Don't feel their pain. Label it. Labeling is a way of validating someone's emotion by acknowledging it. Give someone's emotion a name and you show you identify with how that person feels. It gets you close to someone without asking about external factors you know nothing about. The last rule of labeling is silence. Once you have thrown out a label, be quiet and listen. In basic terms, people's emotions have 2 levels. The presenting behavior, which is a part above the surface you can see and hear. Beneath, the underlying feeling is what motivates the behavior. What good negotiators do when labeling is address those underlying emotions. Labeling negatives diffuses them or defuses them in extreme cases. Labeling positives reinforces them. Number 4. Beware of yes and master no. No is the start of negotiation, not the end of it. Great negotiators seek no because they know that's often when the real negotiation begins. No can often mean, I'm not yet ready to agree. You are making me feel uncomfortable. I do not understand. I don't think I can afford it. I want something else. I need more information. Or I want to talk it over with someone else. There are 3 kinds of yes: counterfeit, confirmation, and commitment. Number 5. Trigger the 2 words that immediately transform any negotiation. Before you convince your counterpart to see what you are trying to accomplish, you have to say the things to them that will get them to say, that's right. That's right is better than yes. Strive for it. Reaching that's right in a negotiation creates breakthroughs. Use a summary to trigger a that's right. Number 6. Bend their reality. The most powerful word in negotiations is fair. To get real leverage in a tough negotiation, you have to persuade the other party that they have something to lose if the deal falls through. Number 1. Anchor their emotions. Number 2. Let other guy go first most of the time. Number 3. Establish a range. Number 4. Pivot to non-monetary terms. Number 5. When you do talk numbers, use odd ones. Number 6. Surprise with a gift. Number 7. How to negotiate a better salary. Number 7. Create the illusion of control. Another simple rule is when you are verbally assaulted is to disarm your counterpart by asking a calibrated question. Calibrated questions make your counterpart feel like they are in charge, but it's really you who are framing the conversation. There is always a team on the other side. If you are not influencing those behind the table, you are vulnerable. Ask calibrated questions that start with the words how or what. By implicitly asking the other party for help, these questions will give your counterpart an illusion of control and will inspire them to speak at length, revealing important information. What about this is important to you? How can I help to make this better for us? How would you like me to proceed? What is it that brought us into this situation? How can we solve this problem? What are the objectives? What are we trying to accomplish here? How am I supposed to do that? Number 8. Guarantee execution of words. There are two key questions you can ask to push your counterparts to think they are defining success their way. How will we know we are on track? How will we address things if we find we are off track? When they answer, you summarize their answers until you get a "that's right." Then you will know they have bought in. A gentle how or no invites collaboration and leaves your counterpart with a feeling of having been treated with respect. There are two key questions you can ask to push your counterparts to think they are defining success their way. How will we know we are on track? And how will we address things if we find we are off track? When they answer, you summarize their answers until you get a "that's right." Then you will know they've bought in. Number 9. Bargain hard. The person across the table is never the problem. The unsolved issue is the problem. Prepare an Ackerman plan. Before you head into the weeds of bargaining, you will need a plan including extreme anchors, calibrated questions, and well-defined offers. Remember, 65, 85, 95, 100%. Decreasing raises and ending on non-round numbers will get your counterpart to believe that he is squeezing you for all your worth when you are really getting to the number you want. Number 10. Find the black swan. Every case is new. We must let what we know, our known knowns, guide us but not blind us to what we do not know. As a negotiator, we should always be aware of which side at any given moment feels they have the most to lose if negotiations collapse. To get leverage, persuade your counterpart that they have something real to lose if the deal falls through. Positive leverage is quite simply your ability as a negotiator to provide or withhold things that your counterpart wants. When they say that, you have power. Negative leverage is what most civilians picture when they hear the word leverage. It is a negotiator's ability to make his counterpart suffer. Normative leverage is using the other party's norms and standards to advance your position. If you can show inconsistencies between their beliefs and their actions, you have normative leverage. So discovering the black swans that give you normative valuation can be as easy as asking what your counterpart believes and listening openly. You want to see what language they speak and speak it back to them. So those were the top 10 lessons from the book Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. Hope you liked the content, and if you really liked it, please do subscribe to the channel Life's Wisdom Unleashed. So adding value to book reading, hoping to meet you with more such useful content in the future. So thanks for watching Life's Wisdom Unleashed.